A staircase is one of the most code-dense assemblies in residential construction. 10 dimensions, 2 handrail profiles, 1 illumination requirement. Every one of them has a specific number attached to it, and the inspector will check every one. These are the 10 reasons new staircase inspections fail. 1. Riser height over 7 3/4 inches. FBC R311.7.4.1 sets the maximum riser height at 7 3/4 inches. The most common failure is the first or last riser, the one that connects to the finished floor. When the slab-to-finished-floor dimension is not accounted for in the stringer layout, one riser ends up fractionally over the limit. That single riser failing the dimension fails the staircase. 2. Uniformity violation. FBC R311.7.4.1 limits variation between the tallest and shortest riser in a flight to 3/8 inch. The same 3/8 inch limit applies to tread depth. A non-uniform riser is the leading cause of stair falls. The foot anticipates a consistent step and lands on something different. The inspector will measure every riser. 3. Tread depth under 10 inches. FBC R311.7.4.2 requires a minimum tread depth of 10 inches measured horizontally from nosing to nosing. The nosing counts. A 9 3/4 inch tread board with a 1/4 inch nosing projection still meets the requirement. A 9 inch tread with no nosing does not. Many DIY staircases are built at 9 inches because it produces even riser heights with standard wall heights. 9 inches fails. 4. Headroom under 6 feet 8 inches. FBC R311.7.5 requires a minimum clear headroom of 6 feet 8 inches, measured vertically from the sloped plane connecting the stair nosings to the nearest obstruction above. The most common failures are garage-to-house stairs, where a beam or door header encroaches, and basement retrofits, where floor framing above is lower than expected. 1.5 inches matters when the standard is measured from the nosing line. 5. Handrail missing or at wrong height. FBC R311.7.8 requires a handrail on at least one side of every stairway with 4 or more risers. Height must be between 34 and 38 inches, measured vertically from the sloped line connecting the stair nosings. This measurement is not taken from the floor. Many DIY handrails are mounted at a comfortable standing height rather than at the nosing line measurement. The difference is typically 3 to 5 inches. 6. Handrail not graspable. FBC R311.7.8.3 requires a handrail that can be gripped in an emergency. Type 1. Circular cross-section 1 1/4 to 2 inches in diameter, or equivalent perimeter. Type 2. Cross-section greater than 2 inches with a continuous finger recess on both sides. A flat 2x4 fastened to a wall is not a graspable profile. Neither is a standard decorative 2x6 cap rail. This disqualifies most decorative wood rails installed without a code-compliant graspable insert. 7. Handrail extensions missing. FBC R311.7.8.4 requires the handrail to extend 12 inches horizontally beyond the top riser and 1 full tread depth beyond the bottom riser nosing. These extensions exist so the occupant can grip the rail before taking the first step and maintain it after the last. Missing extensions are among the most commonly cited handrail deficiencies on staircase punch lists. 8. Baluster spacing over 4 inches. FBC R312.1.3 requires that guardrail openings not allow passage of a 4-inch sphere. This is a child entrapment standard. Standard prefab baluster spacing is often set at 4.5 to 5 inches at installation. The inspector will check with a 4-inch ball gauge. One baluster half an inch out of position fails the entire guardrail. 9. Guard height under 36 inches. FBC R312.1.1 requires guardrails on open sides of stairways and landings more than 30 inches above the floor below to be at least 36 inches in height. On a sloped stair guard, height is measured vertically above the nosing. On a landing, it is measured above the adjacent walking surface. A 34-inch guard at a landing is a direct failure. 10. No stairway illumination. FBC R311.7.9 requires an artificial light source at the top and bottom of every interior stairway. The switch for each light must be accessible from both the top and bottom of the stair, three-way switching, or a qualifying motion sensor. A single switched light accessible from only one end fails the requirement. This is the most commonly overlooked item on a staircase punch list. 10 dimensions. 2 handrail profiles. 1 illumination requirement. The inspector has the same list every time. The only question is whether your staircase was built to it. Share this before you frame your next stair. Subscribe for more Florida building code in plain language.